What's up, YouTube? This is Starboys2324, aka Henry Scarborough Jr. with another video. This is a DVD review of the history of the WWE Championship. Let's take a look on the back. This thing came off when I got it, so yeah. Says history of the world of the WWE Championship. You see Undertaker, Shawn, Stone Cold. I believe that is, I don't really know who that is, and Triple H. Says, for more than 40 years, the WWE Championship has been the most prestigious title in sports entertainment. This 3-disc set contains some of the greatest matches in history of the WWE Championship from the 70s through today. And by today, I mean it goes up to 2006. Alright, it says fans have been given an opportunity to participate in the creation of the DVD as they voted on WWE.com for their favorite matches from each era. Hosted by legendary announcer Jim Ross, matches on 3-disc will feature all the great champions in WWE history, including Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H, John Cena, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and more. Matches included Ivan Koloff versus Pedro Morales, Bruno Sammartino versus Killer Kowalski, Bob Backlund versus Sergeant Slaughter, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, Bret versus Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock versus Undertaker, and Kurt Angle, and John Cena versus Chris Jericho, and more. This 3-disc set includes a comprehensive timeline with multimedia highlights from every title change. Alright, first, before we get into the DVD right here, let's get into this booklet right here. Opens up, right? See, it says it's the richest prize in sports entertainment, the crowning jewel of a career in wrestling. The men listed below in the order that they first won the championship will be forever remembered as WWE champions. All right, you got Buddy Rogers, Bruno Sammartino, Ivan Koloff. You have Pedro Morales. You have Stan Stats, whatever his name is. Superstar Billy Graham, Bob Backlund. I believe you can see the times that they had the championships. Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Yokozuna, Diesel, aka Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Sid, Stone Cold, Kane, The Rock, Mick Foley, or Mankind, Triple H, Vince McMahon even held the title. Big Show, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero, JBL, John Cena, Rob Van Dam, and Edge when the DVD came out is your present world champion. So, yeah. So, also, you have the renditions of the belt. You have the Smoking Skull belt, Hogan 85, Attitude Era, Winged Eagle, Spinner belt, and the Undisputed title. This at the time was currently used, but now it's not currently used. It looks like a Super Bowl or a championship ring now. And you see Bruno Sammartino, Kurt Angle holding Brock Lesnar's hand. You have Edge. You have Hulk Hogan when he first won the title, and you have Bob Backlund. All right, this is from 1963 to 2006. All right, let's get into this DVD. Open it up. You see, this is a timeline from the 70s to the 80s. First match, Ivan Koloff versus Pedro Morales in Madison Square Garden, February 8th, 1971. I believe that Ivan Koloff was the champion, but he lost it to Pedro Morales in an alright match. Bruno Sammartino versus Killer Kowalski, Madison Square Garden, for April 29th, 74. I believe that Bruno Sammartino. No, I believe that Killer Kowalski was the champion, but he lost the championship. I believe he lost the championship to Bruno Sammartino. This is at the time during the 70s. It was called the WWF. I believe it was called Worldwide Wrestling Federation. This in the third match is Bruno Sammartino versus Superstar Billy Graham, Baltimore, Maryland. April 30th, 1977. This is where Bruno Sammartino lost the title to Superstar Billy Graham. It was a good match as well. Next match, Superstar Billy Graham versus Bob Backlund. I believe this is Bob Backlund's first WWE Championship run, and this was in February 20th, 78. This is in Madison Square Garden. This is also a good match. Not really can't complain about it. Then it says Bob Backlund versus Greg Valentine, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, January 16th, 82. This was also a good match. Really can't really complain about any of these matches. Overall, these are great choice. Whoever picked these matches, these are great choices. The WWE Universe, great choices for these matches. Then again, it says Bob Backlund versus Sergeant Slaughter for the WWE Championship match, Madison Square Garden, May 23rd, 83. I believe that Bob Backlund was still the champ, and at the time, Sergeant Slaughter kept attacking Bob Backlund over and over again, but Bob Backlund got his revenge here. Iron Sheik versus Hulk Hogan, Madison Square Garden, January 23rd, 1984. This is, again, Hulk Hogan, just for nostalgia, won the WWE Championship, and Hulkamania runs wild on that day throughout the 80s. Steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy, WrestleMania 2, January. April 5th, 1986. This is, again, a good match. Can't complain. Most of these matches I have either seen or I played on WWE 2K14, so can't really remember how good these matches were, but these are good matches. Hulk Hogan, again, in steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Hulk Hogan versus Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Saturday night's main event in January 3rd, 1987. Again, Hulk Hogan was still the champ. I believe that they both were exit out of the steel cage, and the match was restarted, and Hulk Hogan won by escaping the cage. I believe that during that time you can't pin anybody during the cage, but I'm not really sure about that. WWE Championship, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3, March 29th, 1987. The biggest drawing match in WrestleMania in history. And Andre the Giant was undefeated at that time. Hulk Hogan broke the streak. It was very memorable because of that slam, one with the leg drop, 1, 2, 3. It was a major match. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. The main event, February 5th, 1988. This match has some very controversial. Is very controversial in that I believe there were two referees and of the same name with they looked the same. They was like twins, and basically what happened is that the referee Hulk Hogan was down for the pin. It was 1, 2, 3, and Hogan had showed up at 2, but the refs looked at it and still counted. And Andre the Giant won the title, simply the fact that they can say that Andre the Giant won the title, even though he didn't need to. So basically, what Andre the Giant did was he gave the title to Ted DiBiase. Then the belt was vacated until WrestleMania 4. Ted DiBiase technically lost the championship to Macho Man Randy Savage, which is in match. Randy Macho Man Savage versus Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 5, April 2nd, 1989. This was, again, a great match. Hulk Hogan reclaimed the title after Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan were called the Mega Powers. They broke up, had a match for the WWE Championship. Hogan won. That's all I gotta say about that. This one is very good. When you get to that Hogan and Bob Backlund era, that's when things start really picking up. Then you got to the 90s. Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6, April 1st, 1990. This was, again, a great match. Told a good story. Babyface. At the time, there was no babyface versus babyface matches. So, basically what happened is that Hogan was the face. Ultimate Warrior was as hot as Hogan, and nobody wasn't really as hot as Hogan at the time. So basically, Hogan dropped the belt, gave it to Ultimate Warrior. It was basically the WWE Championship and also Intercontinental Championship unified, and then I believe that the Ultimate Warrior dropped the Intercontinental Championship. Like he vacated it because he had the WWE Championship, but that's about it. Steel cage match for the WWE Championship: Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, SummerSlam, August 29th, 1994. Again, this is a great match. This was in the era of the New Generation when Hogan left. It was basically Bret and Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, all those people carried the New Generation into the later 90s. Again, this is a great match. This match alone makes me appreciate Bret Hart and Owen Hart, especially Owen Hart. Owen Hart, I don't know how good he was good, but I did not know he was this good until I seen this match. Like, this probably the best Owen Hart match I ever seen in my entire life. Next match, Iron Man match for the WWE Championship: Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 12, March 31st, 1996. This is Shawn Michaels' first WWE Championship run. This went an hour. No pinfalls. This actually went to overtime. Sudden death. Shawn Michaels super kicked him twice. Bret Hart, and the rest is just history. Boyhood dream came true, right? WWE Championship match: Shawn Michaels versus Mankind, In Your House, Mind Games. September 22nd, 1996. This was one of these matches that Shawn had needed because Shawn was looking for that edge, and Mankind was that one person that could give him that edge, and he did in this match. I'm gonna give props to Mick Foley on this one. Mick Foley is one of those people that can put you over and make you better as an individual. I'm not even joking. Like, Mick Foley, hats off to you wherever you are. You know, I respect Mick Foley as much as probably anybody that is a Mick Foley fan. That's how great he's in the ring. Hats off to you, man. Crazy, making stars. Man, he made Randy Orton, Triple H, he made Shawn Michaels a better competitor. Undertaker. List goes on and on and on. And that guy's a beast. Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. WrestleMania 14, March 29th, 1998. Again, this is a good match, but the only bad thing about this is that Shawn was leaving. He had a back. Imagine if Shawn Michaels didn't have a back injury. Pretty sure that Shawn would drop the belt anyways, and I'm pretty sure about that. No, that's just my opinion. All right, now we get into the 2000. We get to the early 2000s. All right. First off, street fight for the WWE Championship. Triple H versus Cactus Jack, Royal Rumble. God, again, Mick Foley putting Triple H over to the top. I mean, good God, he did a good job in this match. This put Triple H on the map in this match. That's why in the Triple H Tag Kingdom Come DVD, he gave props to Mick Foley. He hats off to Mick Foley for putting over another guy, another top guy he's not in the business for himself. He likes to put other people over, man, and he gets awarded for that. He gets as much as respect as anybody should get in the business. Triple H, not Triple H. Triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Rock versus Triple H versus Kurt Angle. Rock didn't really get involved in this match. It was basically a love triangle between Triple H, Kurt Angle, and Stephanie McMahon. That got in the way of the WWE Championship, so Rock came in as champ. Rock walked out as a champ. That's all I gotta say about that. That was SummerSlam 2000, August 27th. All right. WWE Championship versus The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is also a good match. I'm not even going to lie. The only bad thing about this match is that Stone Cold Steve Austin literally did anything to become champion, and this was absolutely the worst heel turn that I have seen so far. Other than Ryback turning heel on John Cena. Other than that. He was good to do it by himself, but again, aligning himself with Vince McMahon, that's not really good, in my opinion. That was on WrestleMania 17, April 1st, 2001. Undisputed Championship, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Chris Jericho. Vengeance, December 9th, 2001. This is again with the invasion angle. So, the WCW title, and there only could be one champion. So, Chris Jericho already had captured the WCW Championship. Following that match, immediately following, Stone Cold Steve Austin came out. Basically, this match was, I believe, the shortest match in this DVD because it was only like 10, 20 some minutes because they already were pretty beat up. And Stone Cold didn't get it. Rock didn't get it. Chris Jericho, again, with the bragging rights of being Stone Cold and Rock at the same time, on the same night. Basically, Vince McMahon said that he can't afford to have Austin or Rock as being the champion. I don't know why, but that's a question for another day. Then Vengeance the following year, triple threat match for the undisputed champion WWE Championship, The Rock versus Undertaker versus Kurt Angle. Vengeance, July 21st, 2002. This is also probably the best triple threat match. One of the best triple threat matches, other than the WrestleMania 20 triple threat match with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit. At the time, Chris Benoit wasn't dead, so they put Chris Benoit match in here. Sucks that he's dead, that he killed his wife, killed his son. But at the end of the day, oh well. Life goes on. Rock wins this match, and then the following month, The Rock versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. 8 August 25th, 2002. This was a good match as well, but the crowd, oh my god. They wanted Brock Lesnar. I swear, if Brock Lesnar did not win this match, they would have rioted. That's how that's crazy, right? They would have riot if Brock Lesnar didn't win. All right, but Brock Lesnar did win. And then he jump ship to SmackDown and stay there. And I already told you what had happened, so I don't really have to say it again. Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit Royal Rumble, January 19th, 2003. Again, this is a great match. Not even gonna lie. If you want technical wrestling, this is the best. This is the best you can get, other than Brett versus Owen. This is probably the second best match on this DVD as well. Then you get one of the not so great matches: John Cena versus Chris Jericho versus Christian, and triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Vengeance. June 26, 2005. Not even gonna lie, this is not really a good match. John Cena at the time was limited. I mean, if you look at John Cena now and at John Cena back then, I mean, you could plainly see that he has changed. Like, his ring style has changed. So, that's it for this DVD. Timeline is, I believe, 1963 to 2006. So, overall, in my opinion, I believe this is probably one of the better DVDs, even better than the World Heavyweight Championship DVD, but specifically because of it has better matches, and also the presentation was better, in my opinion, than this, because Jim Ross basically guides you. Like, if you never watched wrestling before, like, and watch this DVD, I recommend this DVD for beginners, because you get a history lesson of how important each of these matches were at the time. So I'm not even gonna lie, like, I recommend this DVD to anyone. If you can find it on eBay or at Walmart, I would suggest you get this DVD. This is a bang for your buck, in my opinion. But now, the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championship are unified. Randy Orton got championship by climbing a ladder. TLC 2013. Now currently is our champion of WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan, who won the championship at WrestleMania 30. And also the fact that when he won it, and now, since he's injured with his neck, sadly, he is probably not going to wrestle until he comes back. So, basically, now it's called the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I'm just going to touch on this thing real quick. The best renditions of the belt, my favorite rendition of the belt, or the design of the belt, is this one. And the least favorite design is this one. I didn't like the Spearman at all, even when it came out. I mean, it looks cool, but as I got older, I was getting sick of the title. And I wish this would come back, like, instead of the new one that we had. But the new one's good. It's more modern. But I love this one as well. So rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.